Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Back in November, we got a day where it was like 70 degrees, and I knew that it was going to be the last nice day of the year, so we went car camping with our friend Roman up in Lakeham. And that's what you guys are going to see here in a second, but if you guys don't already follow Roman on Instagram, definitely go check him out. He's a super talented photographer that lives in the Cadillac area that's also supposed to be starting his own YouTube channel. He's one of the most knowledgeable people that I know. He honestly knows everything about Michigan, camping, maps, or really anything outdoors. And we actually filmed a video all about how we found the camping spot that you guys are about to see in this video. I've had a lot of people ask where they can go camping for free and how we find the state and federal land that we camp on. And it's not super easy to explain, so I figured that making a video would just be the easiest way to show you guys. So if you're interested in that, I will link it up in the corner up here along with the blog post that I made for that. Because to be honest with you guys, this video is pretty simple. It's mostly just Roman cooking and some of the photos that we took. We really didn't do anything too crazy. So yeah, with all that being said, I guess let's just get right into the video. Since we weren't sure if we'd make it up in time to find a spot before sunset, we met Roman at his family's cottage to stay the night there. And man, was it amazing with a west-facing lakefront view. It's a huge goal of mine to have something like this of my own one day. Then Roman took us out on some back roads in his truck and we scoped out some potential spots to camp the next day. And honestly, the best part about this whole car camping thing to me is just being able to drive around and explore new areas like this, not really knowing what to expect. Alright you guys, well, we actually slept at Roman's cottage last night, so shout out to him for letting us stay. But today we are going to be car camping. This is Roman over here, camping in his Toyota Tacoma. Oh, there's his real face, so you can actually see him now. First time camping in this, right?
Yeah, I actually haven't camped in the back yet because I always camp in a tent. So.
There you go. So he's all set up here. We're all set up here. He took us driving down some dirt roads, some 2 tracks in the area. We scoped out a few camping spots. So we're gonna get all our stuff together and go find a spot to camp tonight. I'm not going to show too much of us finding these spots because you can watch the video we made last week showing exactly how we found them. But I have to say I was really surprised with the landscape and how cool some of these spots were. We officially found our camp spot. We ended back at that same camp spot. The one that we were just at looked amazing. It had a sweet view. It was kind of on like a ledge, but we were exposed to the wind and it is super, super windy today. So instead we decided to stay tucked between all these pine trees. We just set up camp a little bit. Roman brought his fancy stove out here, wood burning stove, some asparagus and potatoes, so he's eating good tonight. And he's currently blowing up his 8 breaths, and it's fully inflated. Let's see if it holds to it.
Yep, so there's like 2 sides to this one and it's about 8 breaths per side. So I blew up one side, let's count. Let's see if I can do it in 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8.5.
8.5.
There we go. So you're gonna hop in here, but I just got this not too long ago, mostly to transport stuff, but I usually tent camp. With a 6-foot bed, you have quite a bit of space, especially with an inflatable pad like this. Slide that under there, cool. The window's up because it's like 60 degrees. Got 2 windows. Got lights in the back here, which is pretty nice. No platform or anything, just space. Room for the shotgun, a bunch of axes, camping stuff, blankets, wool blankets, but yeah.
And here is our setup here with all the stuff off underneath in the bottom of the platform here. It is super nice out today, so all I really am going to be using is this blanket basically because it's like 60 degrees out in the middle of November.
A really safe way to split wood too is to use another piece of wood as a baton. And you're not gonna hit yourself on accident, so
Pro tips with Roman. Roman's got his little stove going and he is about to cook up or chop up some vegetables. What are you cooking tonight?
Some cheesy potatoes with onion, pepper, asparagus tips, some mushrooms, some goat cheese. A little bit empty in the fridge. Doesn't need to be pretty.
Andrew's got a surefire way to cook his hot dog.
Cold at the hot dog.
Those potatoes on the bottom so they cook. This is some homemade maple syrup for this spring actually. A little sweetness. We'll put a little more later too once we're done cooking.
Dang, that looks amazing.
Yep, it's gonna stew for probably another like 40 minutes on low temp, and we're gonna keep it on the edge like this and just rotate it around like that. A little bit of parsley, salt obviously, and then tiny bit of garlic powder.
Now he's got some salmon with maple syrup, goat cheese, asparagus tips.
And that goes right there.
There she is. "30 minutes later and they're looking nice and cooked. So now asparagus tips are going in.
And the mushrooms and peppers. Oh, you almost all made it in. I have to leave the lid off because it's overflowing with goodness. It's like way too much food in here, but getting them to the bottom of the pan right now is a trick. We're gonna be having some casualties here.
All right, 45 minutes later. Oh, wow. Salmon, let's take a look at that.
Going strong too. Maybe
Oh, yeah.
a couple more minutes on that.
All right, and we're all done.
That goat cheese melted, nice. Caramelized onions, potatoes, asparagus tips, homemade maple syrup, fresh garlic, red pepper, some mushrooms, a bit of parsley.
Courtesy of this stove here, wood burning stove.
Which normally goes in my winter camping tent, but you can use it standalone like this to cook. A little bite.
And that's really all I filmed. We just kind of sat by the fire the rest of the night and just caught up with Roman. And that's honestly exactly what I needed after a crazy busy fall season. As much as it may look like I have it together, I definitely don't. My anxiety has been insane lately. Being busy always does that to me, but these little camping trips are the perfect way to reset my mind and leave me feeling super refreshed. Because for me right now, there's no better way to start your day than this.